Fired up. We are live. Hey, everybody. It is Soul Food Saturday night, and I am a blessed human being to be sitting here with two of my great friends, Anthony McCauley. You guys know him. He's my Soul Food Saturday night special guest host, and we have celebrated author from Park Bench to Park Avenue, Anthony Brown, in the house tonight. Yeah, buddy. And hey, this is going to be a podcast episode as well, and I want y'all to know that Recovery Soul Food, the podcast, is brought to you by ShopRecoveryStuff.com. Man, if you want to live your recovery out loud, you want to shine a light of love, and recovery's real, and give gifts in recovery. That's something that we don't do a whole lot. We don't think about that. They have jewelry, they have apparel, they have greeting cards and cards. Man, let's make recovery the epidemic, and we can do that with ShopRecoveryStuff.com. So jump over there and tell them LC, Anthony McCauley, and Anthony Brown sent you, and tell them how much we love them. All right, guys, man, this is going to be a good night. Well, I feel the spirit rolling tonight looking at you two. I can't believe it. This is what recovery has blessed me with, man. Two amazing human beings in this house. So our room is building up a little bit, and we are live on YouTube and Lona Curry at Facebook.com. We'll start out a watch party. Hey, guys, if you feel led, which I know you already do, please share this message out. It's going to be a monumental hope shot, message of love. Man, we're going to hit hearts tonight. So if y'all are ready, I'm ready. Here we go. Let's go. Recovery Soul Food Saturday night, live on Facebook and YouTube with Anthony McCauley and author Anthony Brown, from Park Bench to Park Avenue. Hey, listen, guys, this has been quite an amazing week for both of you. So, Anthony, you've been going through Anthony M. We're going to have to get Big A up here on the top. We're going to have to get some stuff going here. So you've been in a lot of pain this week, and that interests me because a lot of people go through a lot of physical pain in recovery. And, you know, I want to get to talking about that. And then Anthony B., you had an amazing interview with Dr. Drew Pinsky this week. That was just absolutely amazing. Really got the word out about, you know, homelessness and trauma and recovery. I mean, you guys really talked about a lot of stuff. And so I want to hear from both of you. I mean, Anthony, I can tell you're in a little bit of pain right now. Tell us, how have you been keeping, you know, your mind fixed and there on recovery? And how have you been dealing with that? A lot of people go through that, you know?
Well, LC, first of all, I'm grateful to be here again this Saturday night, man. And I still push through. And I want the audience to know, I was involved in a car wreck a couple of months ago. I got hit really bad in the back. My life has been filled with injuries, but nothing still like the pain of waking up dope sick.
And
nothing still like the pain of waking up broke, busted, and disgusted.
Woo.
I might be sitting here right now, man. I'm telling you, my bones are aching, Anthony B. And to the audience, you know what? I'm telling you, and now at my age, getting ready to turn 55, youthful and dynamic, by the way.
55.
You know, and what they tell me is, you know, I've had a lot of sports injuries, but now the doctors, you know, bone spurs and arthritis. I hear words like arthritis and bone spurs and muscle swelled, and you know, I do this preventive measures, but you know what? Through it all, man, I still have not wanted to go and pick up and use.
Man, that's amazing.
Because I've been in worse pain than this.
Yeah.
And the way I cope with it is I make sure to listen to the doctor, man. And right now I'm sitting here, man, my hip is hurting, but you know what? Whatever, man. I'm gonna keep praying. I'm gonna keep pushing through, man. And I got some aids, like I got a cane. you know. And they think this the coolest 54-year-old dude you ever want to see walking with a stick, man. And I you know what? I work with the stick, man, and just walk it out, man.
I'll walk it out. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
And I gotta get some muscle in my hustle, man.
There you go. There you go. Got reasons to smile. Got reasons to laugh, man. And just do what they tell you to. Remember, don't never give up that hope, man. Because I'm telling you,
you know what? The more and more you stay cheerful,
yeah,
you're talking about a natural endorphins, and instead of having mood altering chemicals, it's that natural. You know, I know my wife might think something, but the natural things that the body release.
It's true. It's true.
You can feel it. You can feel it when you laugh.
That's it. That's why I love both of you, man. I love both of you because both of you keep that attitude, and y'all surround me with, that same thing. Always making me smile. Y'all got the greatest things at the exact right moment. That's why I know y'all were God sent to me. Like, I ordered these fellas. Y'all don't even know. I ordered these fellas in prayer, and they showed up. And just how I ordered, I mean, it's wild. Prayer works. Prayer works.
It gave you two Anthonys.
It gave me two Anthonys.
And look, what's TNT? We're going to blow up something, man.
I'm telling you what, I don't even know if this feed can hold it all. So Anthony Brown, tell us about how Dr. Drew came about and just what kind of experience that was.
Well, Dr. Drew, it's interesting because, I'm on this mission to help the homeless people. That's what my thing is right now. And absolutely. I did a TV interview out here on the news with Christine Devine, and next thing I know, I get an email from her saying, "Hey, Dr. Drew's asking for your information." And I'm gonna keep it real. When I heard Dr. Drew wanted to talk to me, man, I was doing the happy dance. I was just yelling and screaming and praising God and all that stuff we tend to do when we get excited. Yeah. And so I'm like, then I got my wits about me, then I had to act like I was a professional. And I said, okay, tell him I'll talk to him. And then when I got the email from him, I'm like, woo! You talk about praising God. I mean, I pray all the time. Absolutely. I wake up in the morning. I hit my knees before I hit my feet every day.
That's right.
But when I get an opportunity to spread the word that I can do something to make a difference, or we can do something to make a difference out there in the world, and then it's amplified across networks with somebody that has a name out there, man, I was giving God all credit. Absolutely. And then when the day came, we got to chat it up, and he's just like one of us. We're all working folks. We all have a goal in mind, and that's to help our brothers and sisters. That's so yeah, true. I had the privilege, and as you read the book or you heard the story, I come from having nothing, and here I can get to say, you know what, I got to talk to Dr. Drew.
Right.
I get to talk to LC. I get the privilege of meeting Anthony McCauley.
That's
how many people? How many people can come from where I come from to get this opportunity? So that just goes to show me God is alive and well and still in the miracle business.
Yes.
Oh man, yes. Come on, man.
And man, when you expect them and you just start moving in that passion, in that call, pulling forward, and you feel that mission welling up inside of you. It just, the way that the doors begin to open, just the way that things happen whenever you are focused in on that message and your heart and your message is just pure. And I'm with both of you, man. I do this because I ain't supposed to be here. You know what I mean? Like there is just no conscious reason for me to be sitting here alive and talking to you guys like this just, and on a computer that was gifted to me by someone, in the community that says, hey, we believe in what you do. We want to come alongside you and do this. And I'm like, y'all, I'm like, what? I mean, Anthony, that's like Mr. Anthony's hot dog cart. I mean,
come on. Man,
The
they
way
said they believe in you.
Yeah. And you just sit and you can't believe it. But then you gotta share it, because there's somebody sitting somewhere tonight that is just saying, I don't have any gifts and I don't have any talents and I can't do this. And man, you're looking at 3 folks right here. One on a park bench, and we got the evidence to show it. That's his picture. That's not no Photoshop. That's him on the park bench. This computer all backwards. That's him on the park bench. Anthony McCauley come from, on the street.
Overdose to CEO.
Overdose to CEO. I come from family hanging on to Recovery Strong. I mean, we came from these places, and wherever you are, each one of us have sat in that very same space and said, I don't know what I'm doing here. But at a certain point, we say, we got to. No, man,
I'm excited, man. I'm excited, man. But look, we got every right to accept the blessings that come our way. We got every right to celebrate and be happy. Not an arrogance. Not an arrogance to our audience. It's not arrogant. Man, to wake up. Like AB said, I call him AB. I done got my name in AB. So like AB said, look, there's a gratitude in the morning before you hit the floor.
Yeah.
And man, we got every right, man. Sometimes I was at first I didn't know how to accept blessing. AB, you don't know this, but I have a all boys organization, young ladies. Someone in the community donated my organization a $10,000 stainless steel hot dog cart, along with everything else that I'm doing in the community. I'm out, Mr. Anthony's Hot Dogs and Catering, selling all beef hot dog combos and I love it. It's crazy.
It's awesome. I love it.
From overdose to CEO.
I want a hot dog. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to bring it up, put mustard and ketchup on it.
A guy told me today, LC, I said, how you want your hot dog? He said, drag it. That means, and I just realized, so he said, put everything on it. He didn't say I want chili, salt, onions. He said drag it. He wanted relish. He wanted everything on it.
Now you know the lingo. You in there, man. You in.
It's funny you mentioned that, Anthony, because somebody asked me the other day, because like I said, I pray. I tend to consider myself more spiritual than religious. And somebody asked me, they're like, well, how does God contact you? And I prayed about that, and God said sign language. And I had to think about that. When I hear about your hot dog stand, that's a sign. That's the language we get.
Oh.
All we have to do is remove the barriers of the stuff so that we can enjoy the sunlight of the Spirit.
Oh.
And sometimes these things overwhelm me.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said earlier, grateful people are happy people.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
And so I love, and I love being able to express it and enjoy it and receive it from all those around me.
Absolutely.
Because we got to give it away to keep it.
That's the truth. That's the truth. My life changed just by gratitude. I mean, I started a gratitude practice, and at the time, people know me now and they can't quite understand. And, that I really walked around, man. I felt like, I was just, I believed I was God's little joke. I believed that, when something bad was going to happen, it's going to happen to me. I had been victimized very young, man. I had that anger. I was a ball of anger, just issues. And, I could not see gratitude. I did not know gratitude. But that was the moment that I listened to a Bob Proctor free webinar, because I only listened to the free part. After that, I wasn't buying. But it came up where he said, make a gratitude list of 5 things, man. And then he said, if you can't do 5, do 3. I managed to get 1, and I squeezed on that 1. But every day that I committed to that, to really feeling that head heart gratitude. Not just I'm thankful for my car and I'm thankful for my house, but that real, thank you that my heart is beating today. And I don't know how, and I don't know why, but if it's beating, I got a chance. And that's that real gratitude. And every day that I committed to that and did that first thing in the morning, I kept seeing more things to be grateful about. I didn't realize, but it was opening up my perspective to see that there was so much beauty around me. And I had to learn to be grateful. And I think that's what a lot of people maybe don't understand, especially in new recovery. And whether it's recovery 30 days clean or 3 minutes clean from substance, or you've been 3 years clean and you're just coming into recovery, in the mind is it's okay to have to learn to be grateful. It's okay that you don't know how to do it right off the bat. It's all right, but you can learn and you can get into a practice, and that's what it takes. I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah, you got to give yourself a break, man. Yeah. And I just want the audience to know, man, what they're looking at right here on the screen in front of them, man. This is not rehearsed. There's not. We didn't make this up. We didn't. This is not something for money. This is not something. And we're not lying. We truly got testimonies. We truly got and look, if you're listening to us right now, you're in front of us, and you made it through the day sober, and you're right now in front of us. So, or if you're hurting, there's still a chance for you to look at what's in front of you right now and know, I know the pain.
That's true. Okay?
This is not, look, I got on my pretty white shirt, CEO shirt.
It's pretty and white.
Out, but there was a time, man, when my pockets was touching, man, in the back. You know what? I had dirty, nasty, stinking, man. But my brain kept saying, give me some more. Give me some more of that, what you just gave me. Don't even eat.
Yep. Don't eat.
All that little change in your pocket, go flip it.
Yep.
You started out with $1,000. Now you're down to sausage biscuits with two for 49 cents, man. I couldn't even walk in hardest, man. Get out, man. Like, dude, I got 38 cents, man. Can I get 2 sausage biscuits? Sir, they're 49 cents plus tax. Look, I can go in with confidence now, man. Get me a couple of sausage biscuits, man.
That's right. That's right. And buy some for somebody else too.
Yeah, and buy some for somebody. Take somebody else to eat breakfast, man.
And it's interesting that you said that too, because here we're talking about food. At one point in time, I didn't even have an appetite.
Oh, that's true.
And see, when we talk about an attitude of gratitude, food was not in the picture. No. I had something else to do with my money, what little money I had.
That's true.
Because I got down. I fancy myself, and I use a lot of fluffy words. I fancy myself as a low bottom connoisseur of fine grapes. Yeah. So that means let me translate that. I'm a wino. Okay, and I got to keep it real. I only drink the most exquisite bouquet known to man. MD 2020 Wild Irish Rose.
That's right.
Thunderbird mixed with Kool-Aid. That's how far the depth, and that was my norm, and I was okay with that.
Yep.
And once in a while, when things get tough, that's when I ask God to save me.
That's right. Wow. That's right.
But now He lives with me.
That's right.
It's a whole different relationship that I got.
Relationship is the word. Relationship.
Look. And so when we're talking about food and people out there in the audience, sometimes you might not have what you want. But if you're sitting here listening, you got exactly what you need.
True.
Yeah, and we got this moment to enjoy this moment.
Yeah, and that's all we got. That's all we got is this moment right here.
And so when you, like I said, when you just talk about food and everything, being able to have 38 cents, 49 cents, that's a blessing. But we don't know that then.
Right.
We don't know it then. you
That's
know.
true.
But for some reason in God's infinite plan, there's a reason for us to stay nourished enough to get to today.
That's
Oh,
true.
man. Wow.
That's so true.
Oh man.
That's so true.
You
And
know,
it,
and so I love being here. And like you said, this ain't rehearsed. This is real.
this is so real. It's so real.
This is real. But see, the two gentlemen I'm speaking with, be careful what you ask for.
That's true.
You know, because God's gonna get his.
That's right.
You're looking at 3 right here. He gonna get it. Look,
That's so
and
true.
AB and Elsie at 17 years old, I was shown to this platform a vision that I was supposed to have been doing. I've seen myself speak in front of thousands. And I took off running like, there's no way you want me to do that. Who said that?
Oh, yeah.
No way. But you know what? AB just said it. Be careful. And look, waking up, God, I done spent all the money. I done took money out of my kids' mouth. I promise I won't do that again. If you just let me get through it. And then as soon as I get a moment of clarity, instead of turning that moment of clarity into positive energy, I'm off to the races again like Chester Cheetah, man. In the wind.
I remember the days when it was good enough for me. It was a good day if we was able to get enough to stay well for that day and 1 pack of cigarettes, no food, no gas, run out of gas in the middle of a snowstorm, trying to get what we had to get 40 miles away to come back. But we had 1 pack of cigarettes between us and enough for the day. And that was a good day. But I'm going to tell you oh my gosh, what you said earlier, that was my best day on the street. That was my best day on the street. And every day, even when the day is just terrible, and it's just awful, it still tops that. And recovery gives me so many gifts. I mean, I'm sitting here with 2 of them right now, and once you harness the power that really lives within you, because it's not outside of you somewhere. And I had to learn that. I really had to learn that grasping for happiness outside of me was what was keeping me sick, what was keeping me, because it kept me running, because that happiness might last for about 2 hours tops, because it don't even last the whole 4, because after 2, you got to figure out how to do it again, and then again, and then again. And, this is, man, I am more blessed than I can even manage to get words for. And I don't fail not one day to express that. Not one day. Because that relationship that is in me, once I realized that the power that I was looking for already lived within me, and that all I had to do was acknowledge it, harness it, and then use it for something. Because I was like you, I was cleaning a window when God gave me the vision for Hope and Recovery Network. And I was just like, you can't be talking to me, because I changed my major in college, you remember, 6 times to avoid speech class. And I quit high school so that I wouldn't have to do that. I'm the one who stays in the corner. I'm not going to be seen. What are you talking about? And yet here we are, and people show up and listen to what we got to say, every day, because they see true passion. They see God in each person that's on this screen right now. And vice versa, I see God in them. And I love what you said, AB, about, having this moment right here. So many times we find ourselves in depression, and I find this is to be true. If I'm feeling depressed, I'm living in the past. If I'm feeling anxiety, I'm living in the future. And, I'm setting out things that might not even happen. That we call it preparing for the worst. We're manifesting the worst. We're ordering the worst by doing that. And I didn't even realize that. I thought I was smart by preparing for the worst. Really, what I was doing was praying and believing. And God says, I got to give it to you. This is what you believe for. I got no choice. I use this analogy that the law of attraction is like, God's law of gravity. It doesn't discriminate. If you drop something you care about or something you don't care about, either way, you drop it, they're going to break. It doesn't catch it. Go, oh, you cared about this. Oh, my bad. Here you go. Doesn't do that. And so we have to be so mindful of where we're placing our focus and our energy. And you guys both have achieved dreams. You're both published authors. That's a dream that started in a thought. That's something that just started, but you guys had to take the action to do it. You had to take the step. You guys had to believe that somebody somewhere might want to read it, but you had to believe first that God told you to do that. So from each of you, tell me about that.
Yeah, I needed some help one time, and I walked into a shelter, a community shelter that everyday people in and out. And I was, so I said, I was on the streets. I said, I need some help. And I walk into this shelter and the director looks at me. And I don't know if he was considering me to be the model homeless guy or whatever it looked like, but I had a clean cut and I lifted weights, but I was a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, man. But I ended up with a book bag of nabs and 2 pair of socks, man. So I walk into this shelter and the guy behind the director interviewed me. What do you need? What do you want? Who are you? Man, you're not like, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm just like everybody in here, man. I need a place to stay. He said, I don't know. He said, I see books inside of you. That's what he told me. I see books inside of you. And he said, I'm going to give you 90 days. But man, I didn't know in those 90 days, they gave me free bus passes. They fed me breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Communities with people from the community would come in. They gave me a voucher to go get clothes. So I ended up getting slowly knocking down, chipping away.
Yeah.
Chipping away.
Yeah.
And in them 90 days, man, within the first 30, I was able to, still wasn't able to take a drug test, but someone gave me a job without doing all of that because all that residual in me, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, no way. 30 days ain't enough, man. I need 90 days. And that's what they gave me. I did it and came back and I went back to that shelter. But I got to make a visit there, man. The director said there's books inside of you. And it didn't manifest until 5 years ago when I got the first one out. I just sat down and wrote. Then I started saying, nobody's going to listen. Nobody wants to read about this. You need big time publishers and all that stuff. And you got to pay for that. And I said, you know what? I said, I can take that same energy, man. I got some street smarts and book smarts. What is step one to writing a book? Enter. And it showed me. And I had enough audacity to do it. Said, how do you make a book cover? Enter. And it showed me. And I sitting on my mom and dad's couch, man, and wrote the first book myself, published it myself. And I do all of them like that now. My covers might not, whatever, man. I get royalties off of them.
Say it again.
I get royalties off of them, and I did them right here in the home office. So there's residual income. Talking about mastermind, a clean mastermind, man. My amygdala's still healing, man. I've been reading up on all that stuff, man. I'm still healing, man.
I love it. I love it. I love it. AB, tell me about from Park Bench to Park Avenue. How did that come about? That's the power of belief, man. That's the power of believing in somebody.
From Park Bench to Park Avenue.
Yeah, man. It's funny because, like I said, I always believe in God, always. But I took God from the rescue God to the living God.
Yeah.
And I remember. I got a couple years sober, 21 years actually. But I remember 2 years sober. I was sitting at the park, the same park I used to sleep at, and I looked up and I go, you know what, God? I know cars run on gas. I know this for a fact, and I know this bench is solid. I know this. I know it for a fact. And I said, you know what? Prove to me that you're God.
Ooh.
Mm-mm.
Ooh. Ooh. Man. Ooh.
Okay.
Put
in my
your
life,
seatbelt on.
man, seatbelt. I had to be duct taped to the seat. And my life has rocketed forward ever since.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And because I shared my story, my experience, strength, and hope with all that want to hear, somewhere in my journey, somebody said, you should write a book. I'm like, okay, because that's me. I'm Mr. Okay. You know, I do the footwork. I leave the results up to God.
Oh.
You know,
Oh.
somebody told me, go apply for a job somewhere. See, in the beginning, you told me, go get a job. I'm like, how do you do that? See,
Yep.
I know how to hustle.
Yep.
I know 28 grams make an ounce. I know that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you can't get a job with that kind of knowledge.
Yep. Yep.
You know, but I had to be educated on how to do this. And I was sharing my path with all these people. And somebody said, well, why don't you just write a book about it? I'm like, okay.
Mr. Okay.
And so I just set up and I prayed and I just told the truth. That book, I tell people, when you get from Park Bench to Park Avenue, you're literally holding my life in your hands.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And just reading it, like I I feel that. Like this is just it. When I tell people that it's an easy and an interesting read, like it really truly is. And I think, that's what, I like and love really about both of you. And you guys don't know this, and I'll share this I'll share this with everybody here, because since I'm gonna share it with y'all. But I've been praying and wanting to write a book for a few years now. And I prayed, God, send me the mentors that, that can help me get through this process. And I was in the shower before I came out to do this video, and it hit me like somebody thumped me upside the head and said, hey, there you go. I done sent you two of them.
That's right.
Two of them. And I thought,
thumped upside the head. You got thumped upside the head.
That's how it shows up right there. That's how it shows up. And it's that non-attachment to that you are wanting. It's that pure passion to say, you know what, I feel like, this is what you're calling me to do. You're pulling me to do. So, like AB, I'm going to sit here, I'm going to strap in and let's go. I mean, this pandemic, I never thought I was smart enough to make compilation videos. I never thought that I was smart enough to do any of that. I used to tell myself and other people, I don't know anything about technology. I don't know this stuff. I don't know, this is for somebody else. And I'd give it to somebody else. I wouldn't even try. But when the pandemic came, I sat down and I got tired of waiting, because I kept praying, God, send me somebody that can make me some cool intros. Send me somebody that can do this kind of stuff. And then I kept waiting and nobody showed up. And then finally, here the program shows up and God says, you're going to do it. And I'm like, no. But it's so passionate to me. Like, people find what makes you happy. When God does something, it will make you feel full and complete and whole. And you will find yourself being kind of good at it. Even if it doesn't look all that great to somebody else, you feel like you're on the path. It's like, what is it? Whenever you find that rut, like when those the train tracks get in that rut, you clicked in there. You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
that's it. I'm clicked in. I'm clicked into it. I love it.
You said it made you whole, and that's WHOLE, not HOLE. WH. It made me whole.
WH.
Yeah.
WH.
WHOLE, not H. It made me whole.
Whole.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. That says a lot, man. Yeah. And I tell Anthony says, okay, I do this all the time. I don't know. Somebody say, man, so you started, you did this, you did that. So what are you gonna do with it? I don't know. I know an idea came to me, but I roll off of the I don't know. It's like, so what? Have you ever done a hot dog cart before? You know what you know that takes a lot. Well, I don't know. So you know what? I know how to hook it up, man. Look, Can't mess with me on the hot dogs, man. I know what to do, man. I don't know.
And you know,
look, LC, I taught myself, AB, I'm a drone pilot.
That's right. That's right.
What?
Y'all don't know.
I'm an FAA drone pilot.
Anthony
AB.
McCauley is a business owner.
I teach drone curriculums to children all around the United States, all around the world, and right here in my local community. I'm a drone pilot. Love to see people get a hold of these drones. But more importantly, people say, what are you going to do with that? I don't know. But you know what? I got it.
That's right.
So people say, hey, can you do an aerial video? I sure can. It's like, well, your footage was kind of off on the west side. Well, you know what? I had a little glitch right there, but just I'll edit that part out and keep going. And and they call you back. Well, how much do you charge? Well, I'm gonna do the industry standard. And okay, cool. So
and you gotta
I don't know.
What it is.
I don't know.
And you know, the cool part about this whole thing, and I'm totally digging this entire situation that we're all part of. The cool part about this is if we just let go and let God, things will come out a lot better than what we could even thought of.
Oh, that's the truth. That's the truth.
Because I just felt that, hey, just write the book. I wrote the book. You know, God told me, hey, give it away, give it to the homeless people. You was homeless. You know, so I went and I got the mansion. Okay, you know, now what? You know, whatever it is that God wants, my hands is open. And what is it that they say? Faith without works
is dead.
It's dead. You know, and I was sitting here just eating up what LC was saying about the technology and things like that. God, please send me somebody. God's been telling you, hey, LC, look in the mirror. There he is.
There he is. I'm like, no, not that one. No,
right.
Not
that. God said, LC, look, let me tell you. Come here, LC. Like, what, God? He goes, there he is.
There he is right there.
There he is. You know, can you hear me now?
And said that, AB, because people, I wrote this piece in my last book, Chronicles of Hope, a mirror experience.
Yeah.
When you truly look in the mirror and mirror on the wall, you're not the fairest of them all. It's time to regroup, man.
That's
when you're having that mirror experience, you got to be by yourself. You got to truly look at that person that's looking back at you. And I didn't like what I saw, man. LC, I had dark rings under my eyes, man. Looked like somebody punched me in the face really hard. So you know what? Now with that Dr. Squatch going on,
that Squatch, we squatched up. We squatched up.
Do it. My wife kicked me with some great soaps and exfoliating and stuff, man. And man, I like what I see, man.
Man, and imagine that we used to look like we had charcoal all over our face because we were dirty. Now we use it to exfoliate.
Watch out now.
Man, we shining like new money on here, man.
Man. The beauty of all of this is all possible.
Every bit
of it. And so the people out there listening, I hope you realize that this too is you.
This too is you.
Yes.
All you got to do is just stop for a minute and go, is it really? And then believe what you see.
Wow.
That's so true. That's powerful.
You know, because we had to go through what we had to go through to get what we got.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure you gentlemen might agree with me. Is going through what we had to go through, it wasn't pretty all the time.
Oh no.
You know, there. You know, I'm a grown man. I can tell you, I shed some tears. I was in pain. I was hurting.
True.
Yes.
You know, but that's the only way God could have got my attention.
Yes.
Because when things was good, God was gone. God ain't gone nowhere. I just wasn't looking in the right place.
That's so true. That's so true.
But once I was able to remove that stuff that blocked me off from the sunlight of the spirit, I feel warm all over.
Oh, that's so true.
It's just like moving from a house, AB and LC. You know what? When you take all your stuff, the house stays.
It does.
That's how it was with God. God was still there. I moved.
That's
So
true.
you know what I did? I moved back.
There you go. Hey, you got back in the same bedroom, but you had different paint on the wall.
That's so true. And sometimes, we don't know what's really blocking us. And there's times that life happens every day. Like life happens every day. It's not that there's not still life coming, but when I got tired of suffering, when I got tired of wasting pain, I call it wasting pain. I had given every bit of my life, man. I felt like I had dedicated to my son. I loved him with all my heart. And when he left a few years ago, I made that decision right there. I will never waste any more pain. I will let every painful situation that comes in my life better me in some way, shape, or form. I will not just let this go to be bitter, to be angry, to keep letting all of that win. I am going to use this pain to become better. And so when the storms come, I know they don't have that power over me anymore. I'm not trying to fight God and ask those questions. Why? I thought all that stuff, because we learn more in the hard, rough times than we do in those good, glorious times. In those glorious times, God's saying, enjoy. You work to get here. I'm blessing you. Receive. But there are times where we got to do that work, and we got to put our faith in action, and we've got to work on that gratitude and build these things and test our tools, because ain't nothing worse than to go in to grab your drill and the battery ain't plugged in and it ain't charged. You pop that thing on there to hang that curtain for your wife for the 10th time she done asked you, and it don't go nowhere. So we don't know if our tools work unless we get the chance to fix them. And it takes the power back. I want people to hear and understand and know that whatever is going on in your life right now, take the power back by letting it grow you versus just slay you, because it's there for something. Be careful what you pray for, because most of the time you get it, but it comes in a package that doesn't look anything like what you thought. But if you get into it that way, man, I don't like the surface stuff, man. I want to heal deep. Like I knew when I came in recovery, I said, if I just try to stay clean and sober, this ain't going to work. Like it hasn't worked every time. Man, I got to heal at the root.
Yes.
I'm running. I did an episode today with my good friend, Barry Goodwin. And we were talking about, man, you got to run at the trigger. Don't coddle your triggers. Don't pet your triggers. Run at them. Because when you run at them, man, you got the power. When you come at the bully can't bully you no more.
Come on,
and
man.
Run at the triggers. Don't sit and let certain professionals that ain't never walked a day in your shoes tell you, well, we can't talk about this because triggers, we can't do this and we can't do. Don't coddle those triggers. They're sitting behind your shoulder, getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger because you ain't paying attention to them. Run at them.
Push-ups.
That's it. Doing push-ups. My friend Barry had come out of a 9-year prison stretch, spent that in mostly solitary confinement. He purposely walked downtown to walk with people, to observe people, to let them bump him, just to eradicate that prison mindset that he knew he had developed.
Wow.
That to me, that's running at a giant right there. Running at a giant. Man, I'm so blessed to have so many of you guys in my life, man. I got some big mentors and friends in my life right now because of recovery and God. I'm telling you what. And I love you.
I'm grateful, LC. I'm telling you, man. I said it a few weeks ago. Don't downgrade your dream just to fit your reality.
That's so good.
Upgrade your conviction to match your destiny.
Yes.
LC, look, there's people listening, man. I'm getting ready to get intimate a little bit right now, man. I'm not trying to be. We've been on here, and you're looking at joy, gratitude, thankfulness, overcoming, just a power of moving out of the way when Anthony gets, I've tried it my way. I've definitely tried it my way, and I made a mess.
A huge mess.
A mess, man. Hide behind, man. And for anybody listening, man, you're not alone. We do this because LC, you said we're fighting it head on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Man, don't you know that thing looking at us like, look at these jokers, right? Who do they think they are?
That's right.
But this is who I am. I'm Anthony McCauley, okay?
That's right.
And I got friends around the world that care about me enough to pour into my life and care, and that have not only walked, but know firsthand what it's like to be in a gutter experience. To be dark. I've been dark.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand myself.
Ooh.
But until I finally said, you know what? I surrender. Because 3 strikes and you out, man. There's no more overdoses left in me, man.
No.
So I fight them triggers, man, head on. Just for a sec else, and don't think, man, even in my clean time right now, I could be driving and see something or look at it and say, hey, what's going on? Man, I'm checking on you, man. I have literally rolled down my window and said, get out of here.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And rolled the window back. And it lasted just, and I'm like, you see it going out the window, like, man, he got me.
Yeah.
Or you go down the street, man, you see something in my eye gate that I know all I got to do is bump the horn. And that's where it's at. But you know what? Like I said, it's like that. We see all these garbage cans on the side of the road. They pretty and green on the outside. Even the wheels look like they got armor all on them. But when you open them up, they got maggots on the inside. A dressed up garbage can.
Yeah.
I don't roll like that, man. You better recognize people out there. If you're fresh in recovery, get with somebody that can help. Right? Look, Recovery Soulfood got it going on, baby. We're gonna give you some things you need, some tools you need, but you gotta use them.
You got to.
Like LC, like you said earlier, I can't work it out for AB. I can't work it out for LC. It's my own soul salvation.
That's true.
There's no error. That's written. I didn't write that.
That's true.
I didn't write that, man. I'm about. We're gonna take up a virtual offering, man.
Uh-oh. Let me have some of this coffee. You done made me thirsty right now. You done made me thirsty. But and it's really interesting that see, a lot of people, because I'm a nurse. I work in the healthcare field, and everybody's just going through the coronavirus and all that stuff. I understand that. But I try to look at whatever it is that God put in front of me as a learning blessing.
Yes.
And if it wasn't for what's going on in today's times, I probably would not have connected with LC.
That's true.
I probably wouldn't have connected with Anthony McCauley. Because see, God works out things in his own time.
Amen.
Now, don't get me wrong. If I choose to stress out about that, then that's my choice. Because I know I got choices now.
Yes.
But if I'm going to use some energy, because I only have a finite time to be on this planet Earth, because I'm going to go. I ain't got no choice about that.
That's it.
I'm going to go one day. So I'm going to utilize my time wisely.
Yeah.
And invest in myself.
Yeah.
And that's what I want people, or I share that with people around, who's around me. Okay, this is what we got. Now, what do you have, and what are you going to do with what you have?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's nothing that we encounter God can't handle.
That's so true.
You just got to let him.
Yeah.
You talked about the dumpsters with the armor all. That was my salad bowl. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. You take the lettuce and the tomatoes off the cheeseburger, you got a meal.
That's right. That's right.
But now I have a refrigerator with leftovers in it.
Amen, man. It's amazing.
And this thing that's going on, these times may be tough, but if you are able to sit down and see, hear, and speak, you're blessed.
You are.
You're blessed. But you have to adjust that mindset, because again, how are you investing your time? I can sit back and go, oh man, this thing is tearing me up. It's like, how about if I don't let this thing tear me up?
Wow.
How about I take my power back?
Yeah.
How about I choose today?
Take your power back and plug into that God socket and electrocute yourself and get that buzz.
That's
like
right.
You see going on here.
Get that God buzz.
Go through, and grow through.
That's
there
the
you
truth.
go. There you
That's
go.
The truth.
There
That's
you
the
go.
truth. Because everything is here for that. I mean, I was the world's worst or biggest believer in that life was against me. What I did not fully understand is that it was my own mind against me.
Yeah.
My mind, and wherever you put the majority of that energy, where your thoughts connect with your emotions, you are sending out. You are sending out a prayer. That's what ask, believe you have received, and receive actually means. Like when you are connecting that, you put it out. It has no choice but to bring it back to you in the way you are ordering it. So when you say things like, I don't want to lose my job through this, your fear is connected with losing your job. So the prayer you're putting out is lack, no job, fear, losing job. And unfortunately, that's what has to come back. And all you got to do is what you said, adjust that mindset, turn that around and say, by the power of God, I'm not losing my job. And you know what? If I do, that's because there's another one that's far greater and better for me on the other side. So I walk through this day choosing peace. And just in using different words, we got to watch the words we say. We use extreme language like this always happens to me. Or I can never get a break. Or, all of those things. Language in the beginning was word. The word in the beginning was word. And word is so powerful. Don't call yourself names, y'all. Don't say that you're a klutz. Don't say you're a loser. Don't say you're an addict. Don't say you're a junkie. Don't say all those things, because your words connect in your brain. They hold power. And you don't realize, like I didn't realize the way my brain worked. I didn't realize all of that. And now that I do, everything seems so wide open to me, like I can put things make sense. And we got to understand that. You got to speak about yourself in the way that you see yourself becoming. Let me tell you what I am. I have a viral YouTube channel. I'm going to tell you what, I got a million subscribers right now in my mind. I get to inspire, inform, and motivate people all over the world every single solitary day. That's what my world looks like to me. No longer does it look like somebody, humping over on that island, just doing menial labor, scrubbing toilets for no money. That's what it used to look like. But today, it looks like something else. And I watch blessings come into my life every single day, even if they come in a form that looks like a trial. Even if.
That's what people don't understand, man. It don't. When we say I receive blessings every day, first thing people think is, man, you getting money hand over fist. No, it don't mean it's money. It's money. And that's not, man, LC, what some powerful words you just said. Here's what's gonna happen. You just in your mindset a million followers. Now you got two of us on here that stands with you and agreeing, and we'll be praying for you. Now you just put that out there to the world.
That's out there.
Get you a helmet and put your seatbelt on, man, and you get ready to take off, man.
I'm done.
And duct tape yourself to the seat.
AB told me duct tape. Hey, y'all don't know this, man. I got a wallet the other day, and y'all think I'm crazy sometimes, but this is true. I got me a wallet the other day, and let me tell you what's inside that goes with the money. There's a note in there that says, I receive $50,000 a month. I get to take luxurious care of my family, being able to inspire and share my life and experiences with the world, get to show people the power of positive thinking, the power of God within, the power, and that's written in my wallet. That's what's in the money part of my wallet. And I take that thing out and I read that thing every day. Every time I go in that wallet, I read that and I adjust my life as if already. Can't nobody tell me that I don't already have that. Try to tell me, all right, I don't have that. I'll tell you that ain't true.
I gotta say this. It's funny you say that because look, I got checks written. The first one is 50 grand. You just said, look, I told her, she said, what is, I said, I'm gonna cash it. Okay.
Yeah.
And the other ones are put up only for my viewing. Okay, I look at them. I'm not gonna even put them. No, I'm not gonna tell y'all the number amount. But LC, that's funny. You said 50 grand, man. I'm about to cash this check.
You about to cash that check because we sitting here in agreement.
It's gonna be legal too.
It is.
That's right.
You ain't gonna have to print it yourself or nothing.
They're not gonna come looking for me after I leave the bank when I cash it either.
Man.
Man, the power.
This is all good stuff.
The power is just intense, man. You know. I'm looking at.
AB got something to say, man. AB got something to say.
I'm just amazed at the feeling I get right here at this moment. You know, sometimes, believe it or not, I get speechless, and I know some of my friends be like, "No, you don't." Well, no, sometimes I do. Yeah,
just say the same about me.
Because I get overwhelmed understanding what it took to be here.
Yeah.
You know, I get overwhelming understanding that, hey, I'm not alone.
No, sir.
You know, and I'm able to speak a language in which other people can hear.
Yeah.
Because I'm hearing it with the two gentlemen that's before me.
Yeah.
And I sit and I wonder, because I like to think. And I'm like, okay, God, what did you do this time? You know? What did you do this time? I hear individuals with high aspirations, you know, things to look forward to, not just mediocre goals, but big things. And it reminds me, you know, I tell people I shoot for the stars. If I land on the moon, at least I got off the planet.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know, and a combination of what all three of us are saying, somewhere out there is going to reach multitude of ears.
Oh, I pray so.
In different places of their life.
Yes.
I pray so.
Yes.
You know, and they might be for the first time looking in the mirror and go, I can do this.
Yes.
Yes. I pray so.
I've been there and I've done that and I want it and I know where I can go to get it.
Yes, absolutely. And I pray so because you know what? Each one of us here had that day one. We had that moment where we looked in the mirror and said that very same phrase. And it's crazy that you segued us into that because a question just popped up from Yvonne Max, and we'll close out with this question. I want each of us to answer it. So Yvonne Max is one of my greatest friends. She is a lady that's got 30 plus years in recovery. And you talk about a service lady. This lady gives her service out. She's a beautiful woman. And she says, if this is my first day clean, do you have any suggestions? So, that's powerful. So we'll close out with that. Who wants to go first? Not me.
I'll go first.
All right.
If this is my first day clean, any suggestions? Give yourself a break. Slow down. Recognize what you just achieved. Grab the moment. Yesterday is gone.
Oh.
Tomorrow is not even here.
Oh.
Right now at that moment, and this is your first day clean, you have every right to fall on your knees, whoever you pray to, and thank God that you made it through that first day.
That's so
you're gonna have now you are in a fight. You got to keep now, since you made it through the first day, now a goal is get some rest, relax. You still do not have to use. get back in the ring, round 2. Go for day number 2. But at that moment, and you may be feeling hurt. You may have lost so much. That moment of clarity has you looking back like, I made a mess. Yes, and you may have to answer some damage that you've done. It's okay. Just don't go back. You are definitely, day 1 is on your way. You just dug out the foundation so you can get ready to pour the cement to build that house.
Beautiful. That's good advice.
I can keep going about day 1.
I know.
Man, and you'll begin to have fun. This is fun. Clean fun. Get out of this. I'm telling you, it's one of the most powerful things. But turn it around and use it for your good. Quit thinking, woe is me. Quit beating yourself up. You've had one day clean.
That's right.
You were clean yesterday if you got today.
That's
all
it.
you have is today at this moment. I don't care how, if you people say, okay, I have 30 years, 20 years, 30 years, they still have one day, just like your first day.
That's true. That's a good word. AB?
If this is your first day clean, I would say congratulate yourself. You did it. Be happy you got that one day. Be grateful. You know, the best is yet to come.
And
get around somebody that you can talk to. And even if you don't talk to them, just be around them. Because you might still have that craving going on. You might still, feel that you gotta have something, and you might be scared. But you got through the first day.
Yeah.
Yes.
So hang out with somebody you trust. It depends on what you clean from, because you're gonna sleep, which is good. And you might even eat something. Or, you might have the privilege, and I don't know if I should say this, you might be able to go to the bathroom again.
Hey.
And celebrate the small victories.
That's right. It's your
birthday. What is it? Is it first day? It's your birthday. Whatever it is, you did it.
That's so true. That's so true.
That's what I would do. And to be honest with you, if it's your first day and you're on Facebook, hook me up.
There, beautiful.
Type my name in. I'll talk to you.
Beautiful.
Because the only way I can keep what I got is by giving it away, and I don't mind. Come on now, talk to me. It's your first day. Let's talk about that.
Beautiful.
Come on now.
That's an amazing offer right there. If there's
that's what we do.
Hey, boy, jump on that. That's a beautiful offer, man. AB, that's amazing. Both of y'all, that's amazing. And the common theme that I hear here has everything to do with the mind. And I will let you guys know what I wrote down at the very beginning was, don't believe every thought that you have. And I think we actually covered that, is don't believe every thought that comes in that you have to use, that you're not going to get through this, that, your body's sick, that you're never going to be able to do this. Don't listen to those thoughts. Don't believe those thoughts. Remember that, again, know the process of the brain and the process that you're going through. That brain wants to keep you in that same space that you don't know what recovery looks like for you, and that's okay. Please do what AB and Anthony's talking about. Celebrate that, drown out the fear of tomorrow with the celebration of today, and get it so elementary and so small that you celebrate every step you took today. And I think that the advice to even just get around, not be by yourself, isolation is the very beginnings of relapse, because we get by ourselves. Sometimes we can't drown out all of that. And in my early recovery days, I began to write what was called a recovery battle plan, because I really had to plan out a lot of things. I had to plan out a different route to go around town. I didn't put myself in situations to test my willpower, because recovery is not about willpower. To me, it's about healing and changing your belief systems. And so don't believe those thoughts that are connected to that belief system that says you're too far gone, or that says there's no hope for you. Because seriously, I know we've had fun here tonight and it's been an amazing place. And I hope that the example has been that the three people that you look at on your screen have all been where you are. We have each one started on park benches, the homeless streets of New Orleans. I've woken up with my face in those streets. That's disgusting. We've had homeless in Florida. We've been to that place where nothing else mattered but the next fix. We've also been to that place where we were dark inside and felt soulless, like there was just nothing inside of us but emptiness. We've been victims. We've been victimized. We have been to jails and institutions and even visited death. So you're among friends who really, really know where you are. So relax, celebrate today. Know that you don't have to be alone. You do not have to, be by yourself. Reach out, take people up on those offers. Don't believe the lie that says you can do it on your own. And make sure you build a recovery battle plan and reach out for those resources. I'm going to tell you what, guys, this has been just one of the most favorite parts of my whole entire time doing this thing. Wow, I love you guys, man. I really, really, really do. Anthony McCauley.
AB, I love you, man. There's nothing you can do about it. LC already know how I feel about him. But AB, this is the first time I've been looking at you. You know what? I'm just grateful to be a part of your life. Now you're not going to get rid of me that easy, AB.
Okay, well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I ain't going nowhere. That's just how we roll. That's how we roll.
And I got all the duct tapes, and neither one of you going to get away from me. So that's just the way it's going to go. Y'all can just understand that. Hey, look, y'all, pick up From Park Bench to Park Avenue. You can get it on Amazon. All the proceeds to this go to Brown Manor, which is a mansion in AB's hometown of Ohio that is going to be geared up to actually help homeless people get, back the resources that they need and start to feel like and become human beings again, out of a society that tells us that we're not. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see how Brown Manor turns out. Anthony McCauley has quite a few books, and also you can find all of his information. I can find your books on Amazon too, can I be Anthony McCauley? That's what I thought.
And look, LC, the RV is on the way to Ohio, baby.
The RV. Hey, because I'm a contractor. I done had a vision. I'm going to be doing some painting down there at Brown Manor. I already had that vision, so we coming.
I'm just letting you know, I own the parking lot next to it, and I know where a hot dog stand can fit. I'm just saying.
Man, we got everything we need. We got everything we need. We getting it. Man, I love you guys so much. Thank you for this. I needed this. Everybody tuning in. Thank y'all too, man. Without you, we couldn't keep show, man. I love you guys.
God is good.
So much. Give these guys some shouts, some hollers, some love. Anthony McCauley does Kicking It with the Coaches every Monday morning at 10 a.m. at Anthony McCauley at Facebook.com. You fixing to see Anthony Brown all over everything because he's been there with Dr. Drew Pinsky. So look out, world. Here comes AB. And so until next time, all of you, we will see you soon. I love you guys. Have an amazing night. Bye, everybody.